Let's talk directions. Nailing stress and intonation in questions. Hello learners. Welcome back to another exciting lesson in our conversational English series. Today, we're focusing on stress and intonation in questions when asking for directions. Remember, pronunciation isn't just about the sounds we make, but also how we stress certain words and change our intonation, particularly when asking questions. Let's dive right in. Firstly, we need to understand what stress is. Stress in English is when we emphasize certain words or syllables over others. When we're asking questions, we often stress the key information we're seeking. Let's consider the question, "Excuse me, can you tell me where the library is?" Here, library is stressed because it's the key piece of information we want. Practice this with different places in place of library. The idea is to give emphasis on the information you're seeking. Next, let's talk about intonation. This is how our voice rises and falls as we speak. In English, we often use rising intonation at the end of yes-no questions and falling intonation at the end of information questions. For example, "Is this the right way?" is a yes-no question, and your voice should rise at the end. Try it out. However, for the question, "Can you tell me where the library is?" your voice should fall at the end. Give it a go. Now, let's combine stress and intonation in some common questions used to ask for directions. "Excuse me, where is the library?" Emphasize, "Excuse me," to get attention and stress. Library, the information you're seeking. Use falling intonation. "Is this the right way to the museum?" Stress, right, and museum. Use rising intonation at the end. "Could you tell me how to get to the airport?" Stress, airport. Use falling intonation at the end. Practice these with different place names to get comfortable with stress and intonation patterns. Sometimes, you might still be confused after someone gives you directions. Don't worry. Let's learn how to politely express this and ask for help. "I'm sorry, I didn't catch that. Could you repeat?" Stress, "I'm sorry." Use rising intonation at the end. "Excuse me, I'm still a bit lost. Can you help me?" Stress, "Excuse me." Use falling intonation at the end. Notice how stress and intonation help express politeness and understanding in these situations. Well done, everyone. You've now learned how to use stress and intonation in questions, specifically when asking for directions. This will make your English sound more natural and easier for others to understand. Keep practicing these patterns and soon they'll become second nature. Until our next lesson, happy learning!